Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. So this is a clip from a previously recorded video. This is a much shorter clip of it, but as always, not financial advice for entertainment only. Do your own research, and I'm invested in closing companies. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And let's get into the clip. Cleanspark releases August 2023 Bitcoin mining update. Here's what we have from them. August Bitcoin mining update unaudited. Bitcoin mined in August was 659. That is an increase over July, which is good to see. Total BTC holdings as of August 31st was 1,677. That is also a nice increase there from where it was in July. Total BTC sold in August was 43. I think that's the same amount that they sold in July as well. Month-end fleet efficiency was at 28.7, so that's good. Current hash rate is at 9.3 exahash, so they did add another 300 petahash roughly to their network hash rate in the past month, which is also great to see. Then we do have, let me see here. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about something in a little bit. But operational updates, Sandersville construction is underway at the company's newest expansion in Sandersville, Georgia. Concrete has been poured for building 1, and construction on subsequent buildings begins this week. Materials are arriving on site daily, and all 10 data centers are expected to be completed later this year, so that's great. Concurrently, the Municipal Energy Authority of Georgia has been constructing a 200 megawatt substation and related infrastructure that will power the Sandersville expansion. The utility has informed the company that it expects to complete the substation in 2023, so that's good news here, but here's a little bad news. But the related power line project that connects to the substation is expected to push into early 2024. So early 2024, I'm hoping within the first quarter, so sometime in January, February, or March, that will take place and get them energized. And at that point, they're saying, after which time miners will be promptly energized to achieve Cleanspark's target of 16 exahash of operational hash rate. I think they'll probably have all of this stuff installed by the end of this year, but then they're just going to be waiting on energization. Like sometimes Marathon had to wait on, getting things energized. So once that gets done, that should be a pretty quick fix for them going there. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's take a look at the numbers that we do have for them, and we'll talk about something also. So if we go to Cleanspark here, Cleanspark has 152 million shares outstanding. Stock price is $4.53. Market cap 691 million right now. You can see that from 12 weeks ago, they're actually up 17.8%. From 8 weeks ago, they're down 33%. From 4 weeks, they're down 29%. And last week, they were up just slightly 0.22%. Current hash rate 9.3 exahash. Future hash rate is 17. It's supposed to be 16. They do have some miners that will probably get replaced or basically unplugged. And if that happens, they'll drive them down to the 16 exahash as is. So they are still quite a ways from being fully installed here. Their Bitcoin HODL is at 1,667. What did they? I think they reported 167. Was that right? Do I have that right? 1677. Okay, the 1677. I had a mistake there. I thought so. Okay, so that's valued at 43.3 million right now, and we can see that their BTC production has been increasing here. Their best month so far, or out of the last 12 months, has been in January of this year, where they mined 697, and that was obviously before the network hash rate exploded in the first half of this year. So that was great to see there, and they are coming back up to that level again, which is also great to see as well. You can see their month-over-month difference, BTC mined. Looks like they increased by about 84 last month, 84 this month as well. BTC HODL has been increasing here as well, which is nice to see. They've been stacking a lot here since July and August. So my question there was, and I actually posed this question to Matthew Schultz on Twitter, and he was actually kind enough to respond to it. So we'll get into that here, because my thought was, I was thinking that they had possibly enough cash left over to fund operations without having to dilute. And it looks like my thoughts or my hunch was correct. So let's take a look at that conversation that we had here just today for you guys. So Matt tweeted this, no other way to explain it. Cleanspark Bitcoin mining team is greater than any other Bitcoin mining team. And I wrote to him, hey Matthew, great job by Cleanspark team. Just a quick question for you. The HODL increased greatly over the last 2 months. Are you able to fund operations with cash on hand, or are you having to dilute some shares as well? Thanks in advance. And he wrote back, hey Sebastian, thanks. We've not used any equity at all dating back to before our last earnings call. So we knew that they diluted between the end of the quarter and the conference call where their cash has increased. We've also said we'll use them when the opportunities present that provide greater value to our shareholders than the impact of the equity. So I agree with that. That's a great statement there, and it clarifies that they haven't used equity to basically fund operations right now. How much of a time frame window do they have before they might have to start pulling on equity in order to hodl as much as they have been hodling? I'm going to run some numbers on that, and if I find anything that's concrete or something like that, I'll let you guys know. All right, so I just want to point that out. So we do have clarification on that, which is nice. And this is a nice way to obviously stack. I mean, they've basically stacked almost 1,000 something plus in the last 2 months of Bitcoin. It's a huge increase there for them. And it's great that it's going into the halving event, because once the halving event does happen, Bitcoin price is going to go up. Their value on that hodl is going to be a big driver forward for them when Bitcoin goes to possibly closer to all-time highs. They're going to end up selling probably to fund the next phase of their growth in the next bear market, which they've done the same thing in this bear market, which is fantastic. Okay, you want to build out in the bear market and basically hodl in the bull market, and then sell in the bull market as well to fund your operations and growth going forward. BTC Practice hash efficiency, 70.9 for August, which was pretty good, which was better than in July. BTC sold, like I said, they sold about 43 last month and this month as well, so they're not saying a lot. And hash rate has increased to 9.3 from 9 exahash, so that's also good there. Monthly revenue has also increased. This is the highest revenue that they've had in the last 12 months, it looks like, at 18.35 million. And we'll have to see how much they can install hash rate going forward in the next couple of months, which might be a little tight because they are building out Sandersville. They don't really have room to put any of the miners that they did order in, I don't think, but we may get surprised on that one. But yeah, we'll have to see obviously how that goes, especially where Bitcoin goes and where the network hash rate goes. Hash rate growth month over month, you can see how much they increased their hash rate monthly over month. Bitcoin sold value, how much they've been selling here recently. And they've been obviously selling very little here in the last 2 months, only about 1.3 million, 1.2 million. Quarterly results, we covered that already when they provided those. Not going to get into it here. Okay, institutions and analyst ratings. So also nice increase here for them as well. 20 added institutions to the list here at 195 now from 175. Shares also increased greatly to 54.3 million from 36.4. Percentage increased also to 35.67 to 30 from 32.51. So that's good there. We still have 1 strong buy rating, 3 buy ratings, 0 hold, 0 underperform, 0 sell. Price targets actually went up here, which is nice to see. They're more in line with where I have them, kind of closer to where I have them. At $14 for the high, $11.25 for the average, and $10 for the low. Okay. Now looking at the miners that got installed here and how efficient they were running here in August, if we look at it here, we installed basically just 2,460 of these 122 terahash miners. That gave us the added 300 petahash that we needed. And all of the miners were running for 31 days. The new ones installed were running maybe at 9.65 days. Don't know exactly. It's just an estimate there on that one, but still would be pretty efficient. Even if we did it at 20 days for them, it would be minimal here as far as be like 30.9 or 30.8, something like that, running on normal, for normal installed miners already. Okay, so that got us to the 18.3 million that we needed to get to. And based on all that, looking backwards to the last 3 quarters that are reported, the current quarter that we're in, which is an estimate, I'm looking at basically a stock price of $11 to $16.50. They're currently at $4.53. I think that they are still way undervalued from where they should be. And if we look at future estimates, so we look at the last reported monthly revenue here, which was going to be for August now, multiply that times the 7 months before the halving event, and then the 5 months after the halving event, which is going to be at 50%. That gets us to $11.42 to $17.14. Still undervalued in my opinion based on that information. Now, Bitcoin goes up higher. All these numbers are going to go up higher as well. And once their hash rate increases even more, that's going to help drive that even more. So more or less, I believe that they are still way undervalued here. Okay, let me know what you guys think of all of this. Let me know if you guys are happy to hear that they are not diluting to increase their hodl position. And then let me know if you guys are investing in them. I've been, as you guys know, I've been investing in them for quite a while here, almost 2 years now. Probably a year and a half, I guess, since last year. I started buying them around $9 or something like that, and just dollar cost average down. And I'm going to continue to do so until my goal is to get to about 10,000 shares of them. I'm at 7,000 something right now, 7,350, I think. So I still have a ways to go, but that is the plan here. So while the price is down low, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in. And let me know if you guys are doing the same thing or if you're choosing something else. All right. So that's it for that one for Cleanspark.